welcome to Talk Comics. We are here with Marvel's chief of talent scout, really, the chief talent scout, the man who knows what is talent, and he's going to be helping us find, no doubt, some great UK talent, take them back to America.
Yep,
CB,
good to see you. I'm doing great, thanks.
Tell us how your UK con's been.
So far, it's been fantastic. You know, it's more than I could have expected. I had no idea what to expect coming to Kapow, but I know Mark throws a good show, whatever he does, and he's taking it over the top for this one. It's so impressive. Just the facility to the arrangement to the organization. It's just everything's been wonderful so far.
And Marvel's as popular as ever in the UK,
and as popular as ever worldwide. $1 billion can do that for you.
The Avengers has obviously had a massive impact on the world right now. I mean, with the numbers, is it increasing the number of people coming towards you with their artwork and maybe their writing to try and get involved in the industry?
Not immediately. You know, it's been soon enough that we haven't seen that trickle down effect yet. But I think going forward, it's definitely opening eyes, opening minds, getting people back into the comic store, rekindling the love for the characters more so than some of our previous films may have, especially on a global basis. So I would expect within the next 5 to 6 months, and then, in the next couple of years, especially with generations of kids coming up, having seen it, maybe been inspired by it, like kids like me were with Star Wars, or other artists were with anime, or Dragon Ball, or some of the early Batman films, that we're going to see an impact that runs very deep over the next couple of years.
Could you tell our fans a little bit about exactly how your talent scout job works? Because, I mean, most of the people in this country, when they think of talent scout, they're thinking of football talent scout. Could you just explain a little bit on how that works?
Basically, my job is to turn over the stones, find the artist, and then open the door to Marvel. It's up to the artists and the editors to get themselves through it and get themselves working. So what I do is I'll go to conventions like this one, I'll go to art schools, I'll have artists in other countries arrange meetings. Word of mouth is a popular way for us to recruit as well, where I'll meet people, I'll review their portfolios, I'll see if I think it works or not. I kind of know what the editors need in the back of my head. I know what the editors like. I know what Marvel's publishing plans are for the next 12 to 13 months. And I'll see if these artists are people I feel whose style and storytelling abilities fit what we need. And if they are, I'll review them, I'll meet them here, get a sense of their personality, get a sense of what they do, see if I think they're reliable with deadlines. A lot of it's about fitting into the Marvel family, so to speak. So that's why face-to-face is important. And if I think they're ready, then I'll bring them into Marvel, introduce them to the editors, and hopefully that'll be the beginning of their careers. How
important is style? Because a lot of people are worried when they come for a portfolio review that they don't have the right style for Marvel. You have a lot of these how to draw the Marvel way books, and it's kind of forced the industry to work in a particular way, so they feel maybe they're constrained to work in a particular way. Are you open to any styles, or is there a particular thing that they need to be guided with?
No, we're open to any style. I mean, Marvel, DC, a lot of the mainstream publishers get that bad rap for, we can't draw superheroes, but there's no such thing as drawing superheroes. Superheroes come in all shapes and sizes and every style, especially with Marvel. You look at how, the styles over the years, even, going back to the early books with, Kirby to Romita to Ditko, they all had different styles. You skip forward a few generations, and then you've got guys like Simonson and Byrne and Sienkiewicz, who all draw different ways but had very successful careers drawing the Marvel heroes. And now you look at the diversity we have, everyone from Brian Hitch and Steve McNiven to Olivier Coipel to people like Humberto Ramos or Scotty Young, who draw in a more animated kind of bouncy style. And then there is no house style, and no one should feel that they shouldn't apply to Marvel because they don't feel their style fits. What we are worried about first and foremost is storytelling. It's the storytelling ability first, style second.
So really it's the sequential art that's important in that case.
Yeah, you have to be able to tell the story from panel to panel and page to page seamlessly without the word balloons. I want to be able to understand what's going on without having to read it. Your art should tell the story in and of itself. The words are there to enhance the story.
And consistency, I assume, as well in that case.
Yes, definitely consistency. A lot of people, they don't have it down just right. The faces will change from page to page, or they'll forget about backgrounds and things. So yeah, keeping a consistency of story is very important.
Can I ask you, and they'll kill me if I don't ask you this, your top 5 tips for artists or writers trying to break into the Marvel industry?
Top 5 tips. I would go back. Concentrate on storytelling over style. Be professional. Be persistent but not pestering. That's 3. Remember that as fun as comics are, it is a job. You know, you are getting paid to do your job. You're not going to a bank or you're not going to an office, but you are being paid to sit down at your desk and draw every day, not play video games and do whatever. The comics come out month after month, and you have to hit your deadlines. And
Number one.
the number one tip would be work at Marvel.
I like it. I like it. That is a good number one tip. Last but not least, what do you feel about the maturity of the comic scene in the UK compared to, say, the last time you came here?
It's a tough question. You know, I've always seen the UK comic scene, especially the attitudes of the artist, as more mature. You know, you have a long history here of zines and self-publishing, weeklies, you know, independent comics, underground comics. So I've always seen it as a little bit more mature. But I think what's changed over the last couple years that I've seen, I was here last time 3 years ago. So it's definitely social media has had an impact on the way that the industry is perceived in a much more positive light, and the way that people approach the artwork and the publishing and approach me. And I think I'm saying that it's a very positive way. They know the procedures, they know how to come up, they know how to submit their portfolio. The layout of the portfolios and the level of the work in the portfolios has gone up. People seem to have a better understanding if they're ready or not as an artist, not to publish at Marvel, just to publish in general. And there is a more professional attitude to the people who are coming to see me. Even in the younger artists, they know the procedures, they have a goal, and they're able to have the information at their fingertips to help guide them, so when they come here, they're more prepared.
Thank you very much, CB and Ellie, Talk Comics. Catch us again for the next interview.
Take care.